At what age did you get your first cell phone?
18.
18. At what age?
Sorry.
At what age did you get your first smartphone?
Oh gosh. 25.
25. And just a quick question: which generation are you? Like 90s, 80s?
80s.
80s. Okay. Okay. What?
That's a polite way of asking a lady how old she is.
At what age did you get your first cell phone?
I was 19. That's old though. In my
grade
generation.
9.
Grade 9.
16? 15 or 16?
16. Okay.
My mom said that I needed one since I could go to the bar, so she got me a cell phone. Like seriously.
I just want it.
Okay. So, at what age did you get your first smartphone?
That's embarrassing. Oh, see, now I look really old because I had like a Samsung flip phone until I was.
Well, I was in university and I had an iPhone. It was second year, so 2020.
Okay.
Beep.
I was 26.
20.
It's really embarrassing.
So, at what age did you get your first cell phone?
13.
13.
I think so. Yeah, I was 13 as well. But I shared one with I have a twin sister, so we shared our cell phone.
And just to like help me understand, what age group are you? Like the 90s, the 80s, the 80s?
90s.
90s? Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. Okay. And at what age did you get your first smartphone?
I don't have a smartphone.
Still don't have a
No,
smartphone?
I don't. And I don't think I will
funny.
ever. Yeah.
It's a waste of money.
Yeah, that's I think so too. I don't know.
I think I was like 17.
17?
Yeah.
Okay. And okay, so what type of communication do you use the most? Like just talking to friends and family and stuff like that? Like, for example, you use Facebook,
Text messages.
text
Text,
emails,
for sure.
emails.
Texting.
Texting?
Yeah.
What about calling?
Not so much.
Not
no.
as often. I mean,
Yeah.
for sure, but just not as often as texting.
Yeah.
Even parents?
No.
Text
No,
your parents?
I'll
I
text
text my
them, yeah.
parents. Yeah.
My parents can't even open a message. Alright, okay, so would it be a disaster if all of a sudden you're at your house on your laptop and then the internet just stopped working?
No, not for me. I don't.
That's perfect. Yes, because it's so convenient for homework to do research and to type papers instead of actually going to a library. And
Oh, you're
writing.
students?
Yeah, I'm a student.
Working
I'm
students.
not.
You just, okay.
Yeah.
So that's why.
Okay. And so the question that's leading up to this, how much do you depend on your computers and laptops? From a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest.
Is that including just computers and laptops, not cell phones?
Computers, mainly.
Like
The internet.
1 to 10, like 2.
Yeah.
2?
2. Yeah, I don't use like the internet like ever.
You're
What about your phone?
Honestly, I
On a
have a
scale
lot
of
of
My
Yeah.
phone, it doesn't
She's
have
the minority.
internet. I don't
Yeah.
use.
I bet,
just.
I bet,
I don't
yeah.
know. I don't. Like I have a Facebook account, but I don't use it very often.
Yeah.
I just use YouTube. That's the site I use most, and I mean that's not really necessary. So.
Yeah, I'm never on.
So you would rank it a 2?
Sorry.
You would rank it a 2?
2. Yeah.
What about
no,
you?
sorry, that's a lie. Like a 3. A 3. Yeah, a 3 for sure.
What about you?
Pretty high.
I am probably like an 8 for sure.
An 8?
It really is just schoolwork. Like,
Schoolwork,
Yeah.
okay.
And
I mean,
Facebook. You can't even lie.
YouTube.
And your
No,
YouTube
not really,
videos.
because
I use it.
I deactivated my Facebook account for a
Oh,
long,
okay,
long
yeah.
time. Like I'm
Alright,
not
I
a
guess I
social person.
know you that
so.
well.
Okay, so here's another question. When was the first time you actually had your own personal laptop or computer? Like you bought it or somebody bought it for you?
2 years ago?
Years ago? How
2 years
your
ago.
age
I would
exactly?
be 19.
19?
Yeah.
So for what reason did you get it?
Just because I have 2 sisters and I live with them and they both have laptops, so whenever I needed to use it, I would have to like wait until they were done. And then my stepmom bought it for
So
me.
for
like,
convenience.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And you?
I was 17, so 2 years ago, and it was for Christmas, 2 Christmases ago, and somebody bought it for me. I just asked
As
for
and you use it mostly for what? Entertainment?
school.
Sorry.
School. Yeah.
They're really bad.
Okay, and last one. When was the first time you actually used a computer? Like, I mean, first time.
Wow.
The first time I used a computer.
Actually touched the computer, used it for anything.
Oh, I
playing
can imagine
games.
I was really young.
Really young.
Really young?
Too young
Yeah.
to remember.
Yeah, like something. Yeah. Before I can remember.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, thank you so much. So, hi there.
Hi.
What are you a student?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you do exactly?
I'm in high school, grade 12.
Okay.
Presidents.
So I'm going to ask you a couple questions about technology.
Alright.
So, at what age did you get your first cell phone?
It's around, I think I was 7 or 8.
Okay. At what age did you get your first iPhone or smartphone? Rather.
Probably 12.
12? Okay.
Yeah.
Communication do you do or depend on when you want to talk to friends or family?
Like in terms of what?
Technology
Email,
or just like the basics, going to their house and talking to them?
email.
Email mostly?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Email and cell phone. Yeah.
Alright, okay.
This is it.
Okay. Is it a disaster if the internet just suddenly stops working?
Yes.
Or it is?
Yes.
A big one?
Yes.
You depend on the computer for
Yes.
many aspects. Okay.
Everything I do in a day.
Okay.
Pretty
So
much.
is it job dependent or like everything? Every aspect?
Everything. Yeah.
Everything. Okay. So from a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest,
Yep.
how much do you depend on your computer, which is
10.
10? Okay. When was the first time you got a computer? Your own computer?
My first year of university.
First year of university?
It
When
was a
the-
massive laptop.
One of those
I'm
Dell
really
thick
dating
ones.
myself. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, when was the first time you actually used a computer?
Oh, Oregon Trail back in like grade. You guys don't even know what that is, do you? Oregon Trail. Oh my god, I'm so old. Like grade 6,
Grade 6?
grade 5, grade 6. Yeah. Gussie.
Alright, thank you so much.
That's it.
Yeah.
Thing. Okay, yeah. I
Okay,
was
third
gonna say.
question. What type of communication do you depend on when you want to connect with friends or family? You can either, some examples are, you go to a friend's house to talk to him or just text or email or Skype or whatever. What's the most?
It would be technologically based.
Usually text.
My phone does everything, so I just use my phone for everything.
Okay.
It has Skype, it has
So
it
text
has-
mainly,
I would say mainly text with my friends. If it's my parents, it would be calling them.
calling. Okay.
Or maybe email.
Okay. Yeah, my parents don't know how to use email.
Oh, well then my parents aren't bad.
So would it be a disaster if all of a sudden the internet stopped working in your house?
Yes.
Big time?
I have no TV.
This
I
is
watch my TV through the internet. I'd be very sad. It would be a disaster, but it would be a very big inconvenience for me.
I mean, it depends. I mean, like, my data plan is unlimited, so I just use my data. But I guess that would be considered internet, right? So, yeah, it'd be pretty comparable.
Yeah, okay. Okay, from a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you depend on your computers? Or the internet in general?
For everyday life, for
Every
work.
work,
10.
entertainment,
10.
studying, whatever.
Yeah.
Like 10? Okay. Okay,
We're not that old.
when was the first time you actually had your own personal computer? Like, it was yours. It was bought for you, you bought it, it was yours. First one.
ET,
Yeah, I was probably 18 as well.
Okay.
Or, yeah.
university.
University? Yeah. Okay, when was the first time you actually used a computer?
Gee. So that's a problem with asking us older generation.
You don't remember as
We
well.
don't remember. Yeah.
I probably.
I remember
I was
taking
like-
typing lessons.
No.
Typing
I was like 7 in school, and there
Yeah,
was
we
that
used to do
gorilla
that.
game with like the bananas, the gorilla game with like the
Yeah,
buildings.
yeah.
So maybe like 7 or 8.
7 or 8? But it was school, provided by the school.
Yes.
Well, mine was
But
a
my,
home
fa-
computer.
but my family had a computer too, because my dad
used that
uses
one?
stuff. Yeah, I did, but I don't know how old I was maybe.
Let's go
Probably
with,
about
let's go
7
with
or 8.
7.
7? Okay, that's
Sorry.
it. Thank you so much.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah.
of communication do you depend on when you're going out and talking to your friends or want to connect with people?
So I guess like phone calls, text
Phone number.
messages, Facebooks, that kind of stuff.
Okay. So, would it be a disaster if the internet just like stopped working in your house?
No, definitely, yeah.
Definitely. From a scale of 1 to 10, how dependent are you on your computer? How much?
Probably 9.5, 10.
Okay. And what do you do on the computer? Work, studying, for fun,
I do
entertainment?
homework and then entertainment after.
Entertainment. Okay. When was the first time you got a computer?
My own computer?
Yes.
Probably grade 8.
Grade 8. When was the first time? Okay. How old were you when you used the computer?
I would like to choose one.
Yeah.
Probably 4 or 5.
4 or 5. Okay. Thank you.